We are talking lies. We are talking deceit. If you're a beginning day trader, or not necessarily just a day trader, really swing trader, and this doesn't pertain to just trading stocks, it pertains to everything: cryptocurrency, futures, options, forex. If you believe this lie, I'm not going to say you're going to be a total failure, but you are going to have a very, very difficult time of ever making any sort of real money. And like I said, this is not a total, death trap, but it is one of those little annoyances where if you believe the lie, like I said, you're going to have a very difficult time making worthwhile money because it's going to be a lot of ups and downs. And it's just going to, eventually people that fall for this lie, believe the lie, they don't give up because they blow up their accounts and it all disappears, because there is some risk management associated with it. They just give up because of pure frustration, and they realize this is the waste of my time. What am I even doing? I'm barely making anything. I'm making maybe slightly above minimum wage, maybe a little bit below it. Maybe they're just losing slight amounts of money. But I want to address why this is the case and why you cannot believe this common kind of philosophy out there. And the philosophy is just, it's a bold-faced lie. Now, people that are saying it, they don't mean it in any sort of, any sort of deceitful way, any sort of way where they're, malicious way. There's the word I'm looking for. So they're not trying to do it to, deceive or anything, but it's just a bad mentality. And when you're a beginner and just getting started in the markets, you don't quite understand why this is so, deceitful. So maybe you've heard it before. You can't go broke taking a profit. Have you ever heard that before? How about this one? Hey, profit is profit. How about this one? A green day is a good day. Green, if you're new, just means you made money. Or any sort of variation implying, hey, you know what? Anytime you're making money, it's great. Just, hey, you know what? You can't go broke taking a profit. Well, I'm here to tell you, you can go broke taking a profit. Maybe not broke in the sense of, again, blowing up your account, but you'll go broke in the sense of just wasting your time. And you're going to be investing and spending all this time to put yourself in a situation where at best, like I said, maybe you're making right around minimum wage, if that. So how is this the case? Well, how does this work? Why is this a lie? Well, again, like I said, this does assume that there's risk management. So for whatever's sake, let's just say, and I'm saying this is your entry point right here. So you enter into some sort of stock, and then, actually, let me change up. Down here, you have your stop. So that is a point where if it goes against you, you got to wave the white flag and you got to say, all right, I got to get out. So trading terminology, that would be known as your stop or stop loss. So what's down here? So in other words, this part right here is your risk, right? That is what you are risking on the trade. To correspond this better, let's just make this a box. So there is the box that is associated with your risk. And what a lot of times happen is people go in, and I'll just use stocks as an example. So they'll buy a stock right here, and it comes down and it goes up, and then right there, they make money. They take a profit. Why? Well, hey, you know what? Profit is profit. If they make that money right there, hey, a green day is a good day. Green day, making money here is much better than losing money. And any green day is a good day. Hey, you know what? If I just sell right here, you can't go broke taking a profit. Again, it sounds great. But let's say, you know what? You do it again. So another example. So I'll just use it from here. So you do, and then once again, you make money. So this is another trade. So here we have trade one, there we have trade two. But the point here being, let's draw some boxes over here. So you have that box from trade one, and then you have the box from trade two. Maybe you kind of see where I'm headed with all this. That's great. You're taking and you're making money. But what people don't realize is when you are that aggressive with your profit taking, when you are just, I see green, okay, taking it. Okay, okay, I got in. Okay, I'm seeing green. You can't go broke taking a profit, so you take a profit. And these are your gains. But what happens when sometime you're going to be wrong, right? And that doesn't make you a bad trader. Nothing. It's just the fact of the matter that nobody's going to be perfect all the time. So at some point, you're going to take one of these where this happens and you take some sort of big loss like that. So my question to you is, just one of those losses, what's that going to do to all those wins that you had done. I mean, in this situation, think about it. You are right more than you are wrong. In fact, let's do this one more time. Let's say you make another trade. So you make money here. Again, same thing, a separate trade, but you make money. So you go here, that was trade number 3. So again, what do you have here? You are right in this situation, 4 trades. So this is, we'll just call it number 4. So you're right 75% of the time. Think about that, 75% of the time, you're right. But what happens to your overall profit? You're red, you lost money. You're right 75% of the time, but just that one time, because of that risk, you actually lost money. Now, again, it's great. I'm glad people are using stop losses. Fantastic. You're managing risk. But there's more to trading than just simply throwing out a stop loss. And this is why you can't go broke taking a profit. It's deceiving. Because in this situation, yeah, you're taking a profit. You're winning 75% of the time. But yet, you're still losing money overall. You are going broke from the money perspective. But really, you could have a situation where maybe this just brings it back down to break even. So you're right 75%, 80% of the time, but because you are so aggressive, because you are adapting and believing these lies, you're at most break even. Or maybe just slightly green, which goes back to the whole starting point of, I think a lot of people fail because of this, or because of believe this lie, not because again they blow up their account, but because they just get annoyed, right? They're winning. Yeah, you can't go broke taking a profit. And then just boom, one trade like that, they takes their max loss, and then now they're only up a slight amount. So they're sitting there, and how discouraging would that be? You're winning, and then boom, one loss. Well, I'm still green, but I'm barely green. So I've had all this time, I've made all these trades, and now this is all I have for it. And then you start to calculate, well, how much time do I trade per day? And I'm just making this up. Let's say you trade an hour per day. So you go through a week, 5 days in a week, that's 5 hours. And then you're like, wait a second, because of all this, I only made such and such amount. And you divide that by the time, you're thinking, oh wow, that's not that good of a per rate hour. And that is what can very well happen. So that's why don't believe the lie. It's very dangerous. And this is why you are at danger of, at best, breaking even, or maybe making a little bit amount of money that's probably not going to be worth much of your time. I mean, your time would be better spent off working, and like I said, in many cases, just working a part-time job. So this is why you need to realize that, yeah, you can go broke taking a profit. Just because you're a green day doesn't necessarily mean it's a good day, because you could just have a green day because you are way too aggressive with your profit taking. And again, why are you aggressive? Well, because you believe a lie. Hey, I'm green on the day. If I just sell now, it'll be a green day. And that's a good thing. And that's true. But again, it just takes one of these and it can put you in a world of hurt. So hopefully this kind of opens your eyes to realize that, yeah, there is a little bit more to trading than just believing these sound bites out here. You gotta be a little bit more aware of trade plans, and more particularly trade management, because that's great. You're using a stop loss. But there is more to trade management and trade planning than just simply throwing out a stop loss. And even if you honor the stop loss, which again, good job. I'm glad you're honoring stop losses. But from the overall money management perspective, yeah, you still have some things that you need to keep in mind. So just keep that. Hopefully this can help you out, open your eyes. If you did enjoy the video though, a couple requests on my part. First off, just hit that like button. That's a very time efficient way to communicate to me. Hey Clay, I enjoyed the video. And yeah, please keep making them. So hit that like button. And then also comments, questions, suggestions, leave those down below. If you ever watch any of my past videos, I do read and I will reply to your comments. So please, by all means, I would love to hear from you. And then finally, check out the channel as a whole, and you'll see a great variety of videos. And I'm confident that if you enjoyed this video, then you're going to enjoy those other videos, and hopefully you decide to hit that subscribe button. But thanks for hanging out. And please, these lies, do not believe them. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.